What I'm playing here is a pre-series model of the Koma Elektronik Chromaplane, a synthesizer you don't play with keys or knobs, but with electromagnetic pickups. Under its surface hide 10 oscillators, and you discover their song by moving the pickups closer. It is a hit on Kickstarter, sitting as I'm writing this at a comfortable 400% funded. It is an elegant device, though there's one feature that is slightly clunky. In 2019, I made a video where I tried to find the top 3 best sounding synthesizers at Thomann. I recorded every synthesizer there, but instead of using the outputs, I scanned displays and the waves emanating from the circuits themselves. I used the exact same pickups that the Chromaplane uses. I met duo Passepartout, the artists and designers behind this instrument, in 2022 in Utrecht. Sadly, no footage survives, but they demoed me an early version of the Chromaplane. I was surprised by the musicality they got out of it, a far cry from the buzzy noises I found at Thomann. I made a bunch of design suggestions back then, and one of them even made it into the final version. You can plug in external sources and play them with the pickups. Here I'm using the OP1. Let's have a look at the features. You can switch the octaves of the oscillators per row, so it goes 1 octave up, or if you're already up, you can go 1 octave down. There's an envelope follower, a resonant filter, and a PT23 based lo-fi delay. It is fun to use the envelope follower to modulate the delay time. also use the envelope follower to modulate the filter or external instruments and effects. you can make the Chromaplane drone beautifully.
The 10 pulse wave oscillators of the Chromaplane can be played as chords if you place the pickups right in the middle of them. The filter is resonant, so if you tune one oscillator very low, so it's just a pulse, you can ping it. You can modulate the filter with external CV . As you can see in the last examples, the Chromaplane works well in a modular environment. It is easy to create feedback relationships between it and other instruments. I would encourage making use of that and experiment as much as possible, because the basic sound of the Chromaplane does not have much variation in timbre. It's nice, but adding other instruments controlled by it helps to make it come alive. I also hear they're working to create a Max for Live device for more sonic possibilities, but at the time that I filmed this, this was not ready. Now to the clunky feature I mentioned in the beginning. The oscillators of the Chromaplane are analog and tuned manually. There's a little cluster of 10 multi-turn screws and you get a screwdriver and this rather nifty tuner. You place the tuner over the oscillator position and start turning the tiny screws. The pickup still works on top of the tuner. On the plus side, this allows for any tuning you can imagine, microtonal for days. On the downside, fast key changes are not possible. There's no master tune, so you can't quickly transpose your scale. Also, the analog oscillators take about 20 minutes to become stable, so you better leave it running before tuning. Studio use and playing pieces that you have composed previously, that is all fine. But for live improvisation, I doubt I would be able to keep my cool with the screwdriver on stage. The thin dials for effect and filter control are workable, but seem to be more meant as set and forget rather than something you want to touch a lot. There's always the envelope follower to play them. Overall though, the instrument feels nice. It is well machined, looks as sleek as a MacBook Air, for which I mistook it a bunch of times and I tried to open its lid. €359 regular Kickstarter price, it is little wonder that the Chromaplane blew through its Kickstarter goal. Even at $399, it is a very decent price for a small run instrument like this. And it makes me happy that in a market saturated with copies of old synths, new instruments like this can thrive. Maybe after this there's hope for a deluxe version, with safable tunings, more oscillator shapes, different pickups and maybe some sort of stereo movement. It would be wonderful to have sound move as you pan across the board from left to right. The Kickstarter is still on, and as far as Kickstarters go, this one seems to be pretty risk-free. Koma have finished 2 successful campaigns with their field kits already, and the pre-production Chromaplane I have here worked perfectly. But of course, it's always a risk to back something there, so don't come at me when another ship gets stuck and the global supply chain collapses. I have no skin in the game. I just want to support experimental instruments like this. Thanks to Duo Passepartout and Koma for trusting me with the Chromaplane. It was a pleasure playing this in the hours between hikes. You can find music and a sample pack from this episode on my Patreon. And your support there is what keeps this channel running, so thank you very much. If you have any more questions, do put them in the comments below or visit the subreddit. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye.